The phenomenon of simps, those individuals who devote excessive and often unreciprocated admiration or affection to someone, usually of the opposite sex, has baffled society for years. Despite evolving social norms, relentless online memes, and widespread ridicule, simps persist, seemingly thriving in the digital age. How is it possible that this archetype not only exists but flourishes? To understand this, we need to explore the psychology, sociology, and historical roots behind simp behavior. The evolutionary roots of simping. To truly grasp why simps exist, we must look back, way back, to our evolutionary ancestors. In prehistoric times, survival often depended on cooperation and mutual support. Displaying loyalty and devotion to a mate or potential partner was a strategy to ensure companionship and the continuation of one's genetic lineage. But somewhere along the way, this instinct for loyalty evolved, or devolved, into simping. Instead of securing mutual partnerships, the simp devotes their energy to unattainable or indifferent targets. It's as if the wiring in their brain got stuck on pursue at all costs, ignoring the glaring lack of return on investment. The psychological perspective. Why simping feels good. From a psychological standpoint, simping activates the brain's reward system. When a simp sends a compliment, donates money during a live stream, or showers their crush with gifts, their brain releases dopamine, the same chemical linked to pleasure and addiction. It's a hit of feel-good every time they engage in simp-like behavior. Even when their efforts are ignored or dismissed, the hope of eventual validation keeps them going. This phenomenon is similar to gambling. The occasional positive response, a like, a comment, or even a thanks, is enough to reinforce the behavior, making them believe the jackpot is just around the corner. The role of the internet. A simp's paradise. Let's be real. Simping wouldn't have thrived this much without the internet. Social media platforms, OnlyFans and Twitch, have turned simping into a global industry. Content creators rake in millions, not from their biggest fans, but from their most devoted ones, the simps. On platforms like Twitch, the simp economy is alive and well. Simps donate large sums of money, spam heart emojis, and defend their favorite creators against any criticism, often without receiving anything in return except the occasional shout-out. The digital age has given simps a stage, a community, and an endless supply of people to simp over. The internet also perpetuates the idea that simping isn't just an isolated behavior but a cultural phenomenon. Memes mock it, discussions dissect it, but ironically, this visibility has only made simping more popular. What was once a private act of unrequited affection is now a publicly celebrated and ridiculed identity. The sociological angle. The need for connection. Simping can also be understood as a reaction to loneliness and social disconnection. In a world where people are increasingly isolated, particularly after the pandemic, many turn to parasocial relationships, one-sided connections with influencers, celebrities, or fictional characters to fill the void. Simps often form deep emotional attachments to people they've never met, convinced that their affection makes them special. This illusion of intimacy drives their behavior, creating a cycle where they give more in hopes of feeling closer to their idol. Simp culture through history. While the term simp is modern, the behavior isn't new. Throughout history, there have been countless examples of individuals pouring their hearts and wallets into unattainable love interests. Shakespearean characters like Romeo were essentially simps, risking everything for a girl he barely knew. In the Victorian era, courtly love was practically institutionalized simping, with suitors writing endless love letters and composing sonnets for women who may or may not have cared. Even in ancient Greece, tales of unrequited love were celebrated in mythology, with figures like Narcissus and Echo embodying the very essence of simp-like devotion. Why do simps still exist? Despite ridicule and awareness, simps continue to exist for one simple reason: human nature. The need for connection, validation, and hope outweighs the logical realization that their efforts may be futile. Simping is, in essence, a misguided attempt to fulfill these deep-seated emotional needs. Moreover, modern media glorifies acts of devotion and perseverance in love. Rom-coms, novels, and pop culture often portray the simp as the underdog who eventually wins the heart of their beloved. This narrative reinforces the idea that persistence, no matter how one-sided, is romantic. Is simping really a problem? Not all simping is inherently bad. There's a thin line between simping and showing genuine appreciation or support. The issue arises when simping becomes obsessive, unbalanced, or financially and emotionally draining. For some, simping is harmless, a way to express admiration and feel connected to someone. For others, it becomes a toxic pattern, reinforcing low self-worth and unrealistic expectations about relationships. The future of simping. As society becomes more self-aware and critical of simping, will it fade away? Unlikely. Simping is too deeply rooted in human psychology and social behavior to disappear entirely. However, as more people recognize the importance of self-respect and mutual effort in relationships, simping may evolve into something healthier, less about blind devotion and more about genuine connection. In the meantime, simps will continue to thrive in the digital age, fueling the simp economy and providing endless fodder for memes. Whether you admire them, pity them, or laugh at them, one thing is clear. Simps are here to stay. So where do simps come from? They come from all of us, from the deep human need to connect, to be seen, and to matter. And as long as those needs exist, so will the simps.